All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. So, if you're watching this, some of you may have been surprised to see that I'm on a little bit earlier today. I forgot to mention this on Tuesday when we were doing the Skyrim stream. It's 4th of July, and I completely forgot it. I don't know what happened, but I forgot today was going to be 4th of July. So, obviously, I'm not going to be streaming at my usual time. I got the wife and kids. I'm going to be taking them out to see fireworks, barbecue, doing the whole 4th of July thing. So, I figured I'd come in now, get the stream done, get it posted up, have a little bit of fun before 4th of July, and keep it at the same day, just to schedule, and then next week we'll be right back to where we were doing the 8 to 10 thing. Might be extending it to 8 to 10:30. I had a lot of fun on Tuesday just playing through Skyrim, talking it out. Might extend the stream by about a half an hour or another hour from maybe I'm thinking 8 to 10:30 or 8 to 11, something along those lines. We'll see how it goes. But I promise this will be the last week where the schedule's weird without any kind of notice. I'll start posting that up ahead of time so that, everybody's aware of what my schedule's going to be like. But yeah. So without further ado, let's get into it. This is our Dragon Age Origins playthrough. So what we've gone through so far is we've done the Human Noble Origin. Now, on PlayStation, I've already 100%ed all three games. So with this, I'm not going to be going for any kind of trophies or anything like that specifically. If anybody questions about how to get certain trophies, I do know what options are needed to get them. So you guys can post them up in the chat, ask them in the comment section, anything like that. So, if you guys have those questions, ask me. But this is going to be a strictly for fun playthrough. Like, the goal here is to just have a good time. There are a few things I'm doing. In my mind, I want this to be a canon playthrough. Meaning what I feel is canon for the story for me. Obviously, this is the kind of a, everybody has their own ideas of what the right way to play, what the wrong way to play is. For me, this is going to be the stuff that I like. So we chose Human Noble because I think, if I remember correctly, and I meant to look this up to be sure, but I'm pretty sure the Human Noble is the canon path. There's the whole thing with Arl Eamon, Arl Howe, betraying your family, which ties in really well with Logain's plot and all that. So for me, that's just the ending. That's just the origin that makes sense. I also really like the mage origin, but because I always play Hawke as a mage in Dragon Age 2, I like to mix things up a little bit, in these games. So it's not always a mage playthrough. A little variety, a little spice of life, if you will. It's the way to go.
Do I have a choice?
And if anyone's curious, on this playthrough, I am going to be romancing
I find it curious
Morgan,
that you allow another to lead while you follow.
because
You find that
I
curious?
love her DLC for this, and to me it's the right ending given how everything plays out. We will be doing the Dark
What do you
Ritual.
want to hear?
We'll be hunting
The
after her. I'm going for
I do.
You sound so
the
very
warden,
defensive.
falls in love with
She
Morgan
falls
and their
into a
home ranch,
bush
despite how she
somewhere
tries to leave at
and
the end. He ends up searching for her. So, spoiler
If you're
alert, that's
looking
where
for
we're
safe
going.
shelter, I'll warn you. There's none to be found.
Alright, let's go around here. We're just going to loot everything in this area first before we start picking up quests, things like that. We don't have Leliana yet, so I can't
Back off. I have the right to charge what
loot
I wish.
anything, but
You profit
eventually
from
will.
their misfortune.
Yeah, this guy.
I should have the Templars give away everything in your carts.
You wouldn't dare. Any of you step too close to my goods and I'll...
It's so nice to see everyone working together in a crisis. Warms the heart.
Oh, you there. You look able. Would you care to make a tiny profit helping a meager businessman? You could say that, yes.
The nerve of these people!
He is charging outlandish prices for things people desperately need. Their blood is filling his pockets.
'Tis only survival of the fittest. All of these cretins would do the same in his shoes, given the chance.
I have limited supplies. The people decide what those supplies are worth to them.
You bought most of your wares from these very people last week. Now they flee for their lives, and you want to talk business?
Look, stranger, I've 100 silvers if you drive this rabble off, starting with that priest. I'm an honest merchant, nothing more.
Honest my ass. Let's see.
Would it help these folks if they could buy no goods at all?
They spend their very last coin because they are desperate, and this man preys upon them as surely as the bandits outside the city.
Ah, I'm not arguing anymore. Drive off this woman and get your 100 silvers. Otherwise, I'm taking my wagon and leaving.
Let's see. Yeah, he's a dick. I'm not going to try to be nice with him, but I do, like, look, I get it. You know, he'll be running out of business if he doesn't make a profit, but he can lower his prices.
Sometimes it's truly not worth operating this far south.
Just charge what you would have before this tragedy.
Yep, that's all she's
Yes,
asking.
Just stop complaining. You're giving me a headache.
So, we have come to solve every squabble in the village personally.
That's right,
Mine
Morgan.
with
We
the doubtful will
absolutely
be
have.
impressed.
Thank you for your generous assistance. May the Maker watch over your path.
All right, a little disapproval from Morgan here and there isn't going to hurt anything. My goal with this one is I'm definitely going to play a good guy. I'm not going to play an asshole. I've done that route. I'm not the kind of one. I don't like the asshole route. I'll do it here and there. I usually will edge on snarky, but I don't like playing a dick in games. I've never have. I don't think any of the games really make it fun. The only game I've ever played where I've enjoyed going that route was in the Infamous series, because I felt like the power set you got by choosing the evil path was just so much better, and it made things significantly more fun in the game. Let's see, Chandler's board. Bandits everywhere. Okay.
And Eileen spoke unto the masses, my hearth is yours, my bread is yours, my life is yours. For all who walk in the sight of the Maker are one. Let all repeat the chant of light. Only the word dispels the darkness upon us.
He can't answer you. He's chanted Evans. No, he's a chanter. One of them that can only say the chant of light. His board has letters of good deeds to be doing. My father fixed Widow Allison's roof once, and the charter paid him, he did.
A learned child is a blessing upon his parents and unto the Maker.
Unless it's the chant of light, no.
And so Rajmael in the heathen temple recanted. Speak only the word, sing only the chant, then the golden city is thine, spoke Andraste.
Yeah, I'll leave. I won't be a dick. Although I will say, I'm not very religious myself, so I found it really tempting to mess around with people's faith in this for a while, but
nowhere to run.
it got old real quick.
Evil will cover the world. Please, you're scaring the children. Better to slit their throats now than let them suffer at Darkspawn hands. There! One of their minions is already amongst us! This man bears their evil stench! Can you not see the vile blackness that fills him? I was... Please stop!
Sorry about that. Skipped by accident there.
But isn't he right? The ban left us. We're going to die.
This minion is but the first of those who will destroy us! My family, my clan, those creatures butchered them all. Some of us fled here, but we cannot escape the Darkspawn! No! I won't listen to the words of a man tainted by Darkspawn! I ran. Hearing my wife's screams as they dragged her off. Why am I here? I should not have come!
He was right, wasn't he? There's no hope for us. You're right. We can't give up.
But we can't fight. What are we supposed to do?
We can't lie down and die either. We must go north to Denerim.
Yep. Incidentally, if you are doing a trophy run for this, there's a trophy for intimidation and another one for persuading. I think if you have like it's something like 50 successful persuade attempts and 50 successful intimidation attempts, you're able to get a trophy for both of those.
If you seek refuge in the Chantry, there's simply no room left. So many are coming to Lothering. I make no assumptions. Priests are within if you seek to offer devotion to the Maker, however. May he protect us all. Were? Did you drive them off? Well, Sir Brian will appreciate that. The revered mother runs the Chantry itself, and Sir Brian heads the Templars stationed here.
Alright. Goodbye.
Make her watch over you.
Going here. I know there's a bunch of quests and things to pick up in this area. Anybody with a name that I should talk to?
There's word of Darkspawn stragglers, but no sign of the main horde. We are the only hope of protection this village has now, and I will not abandon them. That is all. May the Maker... Yes? Who might you be? I see. I'm Sir Brian, commander of the Lothering Templars. Tan Loghain declared all Grey Wardens traitors responsible for the King's death.
Loghain's a dick.
You know this, I hope. I don't believe the Grey Wardens would be as careless or malicious as the Tan claims.
Yeah.
But either way, there it is. It is best you not linger, though. Just in case. I cannot openly help you, I fear, but... Here, take this key. It opens the large cabinet on the far wall. There is more there than we can carry when we evacuate, so take what you need. Maker's breath, how many times must we drive them off? All of them? By yourself?
It's true. I saw it from my post. It was over so fast we didn't even have time to get over there.
Sad that it needed to come to that. But then they asked for it. Will you accept a small reward for your service?
Nah, so I could be an opportunist, but again, I'm doing the noble story. I don't need to get all that extra gold. There's plenty of money in this game anyway, especially with the DLCs.
If it interests you, there is a Chanter's board outside full of quests that need doing. The Chanters even offer pay for some of them. Now, unless there's something else you need. Travel safely, and may the Maker watch over you.
Okay, then Sir Donald.
Who? I beg your pardon. I did not see you approach.
Sir Donald? Is that you?
Alistair? By the Maker, how are you? I was certain you were dead.
Not yet. No thanks to Tan Loghain.
If Arl Eamon were well, he'd set Loghain straight soon enough.
If he were well? What do you mean?
The Arl is stricken with an illness that threatens his life. We have found no cure, either natural or magical.
When did this happen?
Only a few weeks ago, but he has declined quickly. No one knows the nature of the illness, and even magic has done little to slow its progress. Our only hope now is a miracle. Every knight of Redcliffe has gone in search of the urn of sacred ashes. Andraste's ashes are said to cure any illness, but I fear we are chasing a fable. With each day, my hope dims.
There we go.
Supposedly, the urn contains the ashes of the prophetess Andraste. Surely you know all this. If you're truly interested, there are books here containing a great deal of lore. Nothing I have found leads me to believe that this was anything more than a quest of desperation. I intend to return to Redcliffe soon and tell the Arlessa exactly that, once Sir Henrik arrives. My fellow knight and travelling companion. He is delayed, though. What? And you have his locket? And a note? Maker's mercy. Thank you for giving me these. I would never have known otherwise. Thank you. I wonder how many of us have met similar fates on this mad quest. My mission takes priority, but I fear I shall be returning to Redcliffe with nothing to show for my efforts. I expected to take advantage of the Chantry's library, in fact, but my skills are better suited to battle than chasing down tales. Why is that, if I may ask? I see. The Jarl is a popular man, it's true. Tairn Loghain, however, is a hero throughout Ferelden. Whatever the Tairn has done or not done, the Jarl remains ill, or worse. That is my primary concern. The Jarl fell ill before the king died. But what if Loghain planned that too? Oh, such thoughts do not sit well with me.
We should see what's happening in Redcliffe ourselves. I believe that now more than ever.
If nothing else, I am certain you would be welcomed at Castle Redcliffe. The Arlessa is there, and she could tell you more than I could.
And that right there, that's a good example of what I was talking about last week when we started this. How there's a lot of people out there that tried to like defend Loghain and say it wasn't malicious, that he saw that the army was going to be defeated and just erred on the side of saving his men. However, Arleman gets sick before that battle even takes place, and we know that the reason he's sick is because he was poisoned, and we know he was poisoned because Loghain puts Jowen up to it. So like it kind of throws that idea that Loghain was like just acting in the best interest of his men out the window, because he was clearly plotting this for some time.
With Henrik gone, I need to return
So if
to
you're one of those
Redcliffe.
people out there that like
Perhaps
you know,
later I will
stands
seek out the
Loghain
scholar
was
his
like,
note
he was just trying to
mentions.
save his men. You're full of shit.
But I must
Like,
go.
the game makes
Thank
it
you again,
abundantly
good sir.
clear
You have been
that he
most
decided
helpful.
he wanted to seize power. And I think his motivations why are pretty easy. Like, he doesn't like Orlais, and King Cailan was trying to make peace with Orlais. Like, the only reason Loghain even got power, according to the lore, is because he fought with Merrick, Cailan's father, and fought back Orlesian invaders or oppressors or whatever. So he hates them. He's got like so much hate for them that he just doesn't want to deal with them. And so Cailan's sitting there trying to make nice with them, and that pisses him off, and he's like, well, I'm just going to seize power. And he does it. There's literally no argument in the like, based on like the logic and facts of the game that backs up this idea that Loghain was, you know, really a good guy that was just trying to save his men. Like, it doesn't exist.
And then shall the Maker return to us. And then shall the Maker return to the Black City in heaven. And then shall the chant of light make it pure. Let all mankind be humble. Let all...
Mother, I think talking to her.
Will you be making a donation to the Chantry, my friend? You look like you have salvaged more of value than most who... I understand. Not all are wealthy enough to spare even a few coins for the Maker's favor. What can I do for you then? A Grey Warden? Here? Oh dear. You put me in a difficult position. You must know that Tairn Loghain declared the Grey Wardens to be outlaws. Tairn Loghain? That is as hard for me to believe as his condemnation of the Wardens. There is a price on your head. Lay low, and I promise to keep your presence a secret. That is the best I can do. Now, if there is nothing else... I cannot help you without risking the safety of this village in Chantry. The best I can do is keep your presence a secret. I am sorry. Now, if there is nothing else... May the Maker guard you, Grey Warden.
Words and fear and ignorance.
Let's see.
Let those who
Anybody
cry out
here
from
we can
shadows
talk to?
come.
I don't think
Those who seek
so.
redemption be delivered. That those who have sinned
And if you're watching this, I have noticed that the game does look a little choppy. I don't know if it looks as choppy for you watching it, but I think that might be a project this weekend where I look into seeing ways to just make it look a little bit smoother. And again, I think that's because of the streaming, but I'm sure there's some settings I can tweak for PS3 to make it, you know, a little smoother, a little less, you know, jumpy or stuttery. So I'll be working on that. And then I thought there was another guy here, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe somewhere else. I know there's a few more quests out there. Let's see.
I'm cold. I don't like this.
So let's talk about your mother for a moment.
I'd rather talk about your mother.
Well, there's nothing to talk about. And besides, isn't your mother a scary witch who lives in the middle of the forest? Much more interesting.
Do you, perhaps?
Did you speak to that knight yesterday? Said he was from Redcliffe.
He talked to everyone.
Alright, time to fuck up some of Loghain's men. Get ready for this. Eventually.
Well, look what we have here, then. I think we've just been blessed.
Uh-oh. Loghain's men. This can't be good.
Didn't we spend all morning asking about a fellow by this very description? And everyone said they hadn't seen him.
It seems we were lied to.
Gentlemen, surely there's no need for trouble.
Liliana, what
These are
up,
no
girl?
doubt simply more poor souls seeking refuge.
They're more than that. Now stay out of our way, sister. You protect these traitors, you'll get the same as them.
Right, let's make this quick.
Oh, you gonna die. Quick enough on the button.
I think we work well together.
All right, you've won. We surrender.
Good. They've learned their lesson and we can all stop fighting now.
I was there. The turn pulled us out of the trap. The wardens led the king to his death. The turn could do nothing. Please wait!
They have surrendered. They were no match for you. Let them be. But they failed, and I do not wish death on anyone.
It's hard to resist, Liliana.
Yes, thank you, thank you!
I apologize for interfering, but I couldn't just sit by and not help. I wasn't born in a Chantry, you know. Many of us had more colorful lives before we joined. Let me introduce myself. I am Liliana, one of the lay sisters of the Chantry here in Lothering. Or I was. Those men said you're a Grey Warden. You will be battling the Darkspawn, yes? That is what Grey Wardens do. I know after what happened, you will need all the help you can get. That's why I'm coming along.
I love how in this game we just start casually chatting with people while we're covered in blood.
That, and the Maker wants me to go with you. Then, you believe me? I knew the Maker had sent a true dream.
I don't believe you, but
a vision that by
it's never
serving
good
you, I
to
serve his
call out
holy
crazy
plan.
sounding people for their crazy
Perhaps
stuff.
your skull was cracked worse than Mother thought.
Thank you.
And we are going to get rid of Dog for Leliana because she is one of the better fighters. Like, you put a bow and arrow in her hands and she kicks some ass. Alright, this guy.
Hear about food. Take it up with that bleeding run by the chantry. I've got other gear to sell. Check the chantry's board by the chantry. There's good jobs there. I don't suppose you know anything about poison.
That's not suspicious at all.
Well, my farm is far from town. I'm not embarrassed to say I'm nervous about Darkspawn. I've got some traps around the place. I've heard the poison hurts them beasties just as good as anybody else. Well, then, as Bleeding said, salt should stay off my land. Besides, these days, any folk out at night is more than like to slit your throat. Can you make poison or not? I figured if I kept asking, I'd find someone. I'd pay good coin for some simple poison. Something to slow them beasties down or make them think twice. Thanks. I might have some ingredients in stock. Don't really know what you need.
Alright, so I know we're going to need a couple of things for him. I know we need flasks. Ooh. Eyes water, I almost sneezed there. Oof. Alright. Knew we had some gifts here. Golden rope necklace. I always sell the acid flasks and like the acidic coating. I don't use those. We're playing on normal. Like, there's no reason for me to go into, you know, all that stuff here. There just isn't. Surveyor, 1 willpower. Okay. I think after right here, that is going to be.
Allow me.
Yep.
I can do that for
Now
you.
Leliana can pick every lock I got.
Like you wanted.
Alright, let's come on out here. So this right here is probably the party I'm going to be sticking with most of the game. Alistair is probably one of the best tanks, if not the best tank in the game. Leliana is absolutely a beast when you have her like either as a duelist, which is great, but better, even better, bow and arrow. She just does all kinds of insane damage. It's really no-brainer when it comes to that. And then I'm keeping Morgan in the party because I'm going to be romancing her. She's a shapeshifter by default. Shapeshifting is a terrible pick in this game, but you can spec her out to be a healer, and she does decent. Wynn, honestly, is the better mage healer in the game. Like, if I wasn't specifically going to be romancing her, I'd probably have Wynn in the party full time. And I can romance her without having her in the party. It's not like super necessary, but you know, I prefer not to. I like to actually have her like bantering with. Let's see, is that better than anything I've got here? Ooh, armor, but minus dexterity. Yeah. No, let's see. Oh, that's better. I do have a bow. All right, let's. I think the yew longbow is the better one. We'll check those out though. Get those fire arrows in there. Yeah, the yew longbow is better. All right, and then I think I can put her in some armor if I've got it. Yep. Don't actually have any. Oh, look at that. We will get better, good enough to have this eventually. Battle Dress of the Provocateur. That's definitely going to be hers. Blood Dragon Plate, I think, is a decent armor for at least the beginning of the game. The Juggernaut armor later on is definitely the way to go, though, if you're going to put it on anyone like yourself or Alistair. Okay. It's two-handed. No, I always go sword and shield with Alistair. It's just, you know, I think he does decent damage when it comes to two-handed, but I think Sten is better equipped for doing two-handed damage. And then Vestments of the Seer. Yep, that's definitely going on Morgan. Or Morrigan, however you say her name. And then I think Surveyor, yep, that's totally a mage's ring. And yeah. Oh, and by the way, Morgan likes anything gold or silver. So I think if you got gold or silver jewelry, give it to Morgan. If you got gold or silver bars,
grateful.
You'll give it to what is his name? The dual wielding elf that comes over. I forget his name, but like he tries to attack you, and then eventually he'll befriend you when that fails.
A fine gift. You have my thanks.
Cool. And then any boos are going to go to your dwarf companion later on, so just keep that in mind as well. Oh, one last thing I got to check. Do I have? How close are we to leveling up here? Not super close. All right, let's see where we're at. I think I gave potion. I think someone's got potion making, which is what we need for
Hello,
or trap
stranger.
making.
I don't suppose you know anyone that can make traps. Old Barlin wants to poison his traps. I just want normal traps. None to be had. Barlin has all the traps in the village in his fields. I didn't mean to bother you.
You
Sorry.
didn't bother me. So like, I think.
What?
I'll put trap making on one of them when we level up, and then I think there's over here. She's gonna want potions, which one of us should be able to do.
You've got a bed for the night. You taken care of.
Yeah, I think Morgan's got potion, a point in potion making, so.
Don't need blades right now. We need beds, food, and an end to all these sad sots. I don't suppose you know anything of tonics, medicines, or herbs.
I don't, but my friend does.
Able to do us a lot of good. All manner of travellers come through, many injured or sick. We do our best, but we're out of supplies. There's medicinal herbs in the woods to the north. If you pick a few poultices, I'll scrape together some sort of payment. I'll write all you need to know in this note here.
Okay.
Right.
Yep, I knew it. Alright, so we got enough should be enough for her.
Have any luck finding herbs in the woods? This will help many people. You're a good sort, you know.
I can come back to her. Yep, okay, I can come back to her. So what I'll do is I will put a point in trap making for Alistair once he levels up.
It's done.
Back again.
I think that's everything over here.
So tell me something, Lorraine. Did you live there in that forest your entire life?
I left it on occasion, but I always
Oh,
return.
there's some stuff here. Quartz.
Why?
Tea
Is
mushrooms.
that so strange? It was my home.
But it was just you and your mother there. No one else.
Mother occasionally had company.
What? Company? Do I even want to ask?
No, you really don't.
That's the other thing why I want Morgan in here. I think she's got, her and Alistair have some of the best banter in the entire game, in my opinion. Like, it's just funny and hilarious. Like, literally, we're finding out that Morgan is well aware that her mother had gentleman collars over for a little bow chicka bow wow.
How dare you accuse me of thievery? I saw you take the supplies from my car.
We fought the Darkspawn in the wilds. We never
You
had
Marshfolk are all thieves and liars.
Alright, we got Sten here.
Abana Kyun, Maras Shokra. You are one of my captors. I will not amuse you any more than I have the other humans. Leave me in peace. I'm in a cage, am I not? I have been placed here by the Chantry.
The revered mother said he slaughtered an entire family, even the children.
It is as she says. I am Sten of the Barisad, the vanguard of the Kunari peoples.
I don't know why it has an echo. That's a good question. Is that any better? Like, there we go. Tell me now if you're hearing an echo. They shouldn't have an echo, but if they do, I may have just fixed it.
You mock me, though it matters little now. I will die soon enough.
This is a proud and powerful creature, trapped as prey for the Darkspawn. If you cannot see a use for him, I suggest releasing him for mercy's
cool.
sake
Thank
alone.
you. Thank you,
Mercy?
Lepara. Appreciate that.
I wouldn't have expected that from you.
I would also suggest that Alistair take his place in the cage.
Yes, that's what I would have expected.
I suggest you leave me to my fate.
Like, you gotta love that banter.
No doubt. What help do you seek? The Blight. Are you a Grey Warden, then? Surprising. My people have heard legends of the Grey Warden's strength and skill, though I suppose not every legend is true. Perhaps if you told her the Grey Wardens need my assistance, it seems as likely to bring my death as waiting here. Farewell, then.
To be left here to starve, or to be taken by the Darkspawn? No one deserves that. Not even a murderer.
So here's a fun fact about Sten. So first time I played this game, like, to me, dude just looked like a really big human, right? Like, he's clearly taller than everyone else. He's huge, but just looks like a big human. And then in the second game, in Dragon Age Origins 2, right? You see the, like, Kunari people, which Sten is a Kunari, and they're, like, gray-skinned and have horns, and you're like, what the hell? Where did these come from, right? So I looked into it, and Sten is actually a full-blooded Kunari. He's actually, there are Kunari that do not have any horns and have somewhat normal skin. Now, Again, it's hard to tell here because this is like PS3, so the graphics are weird, but his skin is supposed to be gray, just a different shade of gray, right? It doesn't really show up here as well as you'd like it, but like compared to like everyone else's skin, you can see a difference. So I thought it was kind of cool. Like, it's a whole thing. Like, when Qunari are born without horns, they aren't ostracized. They're actually considered to be diplomats of high honor. And so that's one of the reasons Sten was out here, which we'll learn about that more in his origin story. But I thought it was really cool. It was like such a mindfuck when I realized, oh shit, he actually is a Qunari. He's not just a human. Which, by the way, there are humans and elves in the Qunari as well. They take anyone. Qunari is kind of more like it's Qunari itself is like a religion or a philosophy almost. It's specific to these, like, you know, grey-horned people, but they'll take anyone in.
You're a warden. I don't know if you killed King Kalen, and make her forgive me, I don't care. But that bounty on your head could feed a lot of hungry bellies. Attack!
Enemies approaching. You're gonna die.
I'm trying to be merciful.
Right there.
All three of you.
Oh, this should be good.
Yep. Y'all dead now. And not a single one of you let me loot you. What a waste. Is there a way to get up there? I can never remember. I think that might be no entrance. Yeah. I know that's the way to go when you're ready to leave. Oh, mercenary soldiers.
I am not.
By the maker. Okay, done with you now.
I'm pretty sure once we kill all the mercenaries out here, that I to myself and pretty much the rest of the party.
Let's make this quick.
Alright, anybody got loot? No loot there, no loot there. Well, what the hell are y'all good for? Shit. Yeah, up that way is when we're ready to leave, so we're not quite ready to go there yet.
Enemies approaching.
Go. Imagine, like, you know, cinematically, when we, you know, killed a giant group of people and there's just like a lone archer left. The dude is just like that one archer that's got complete delusions of grandeur. You know, he just literally witnessed 4 people take out, you know, his entire group of friends, and he's like, I've got this. Blink, blink, blink. I'll fight them with my arrows.
Could see we are not alone.
Very well.
Run while you can.
bolster up. He really is like the best sword and shield tank in the game. And I think he even like beats out Sten and Shale from the DLC.
Allow me. I could do that for you. What's next?
Thank you, Leliana. And as long that's the other reason to keep Leliana with you is because, you know, with her in the party and you get her like right at the beginning, there's not a single chest you won't be able to open. Unless, like, you know, you're not supposed to open the chest. I think there's some spiders over here, which is where we're going to get our toxins. Yep, there we go. And I think Leliana has poison making, so we can have her make the poisons. Yep, there it is. And I think that was pretty much it. I think everything else in this area is done. Unless, nope, I gotta go down here. There might be one more thing, I don't know. Let's check out the garden. Oh, little elf fruit. As I've said before, I'm kind of like, my thing is like, I want to loot everything. Like if I see something shiny, I'm looting it, period.
I could do that for you. What now?
If for no other reason than to maximize the amount of money I have so I can buy things later on in the game. Was that enough to, let's see, can I level up yet? No, but we're very close. Very close. I think maybe once I turn these quests in. Let's check out armor. I know we've gotten some upgrades here. Yep. Nope, not there. Oh, Alistair can wear that. Yeah, I'll put him in it for now. It's going to Leliana eventually, but he can wear that for now. And he'll wear the heavy chainmail boots, heavy chainmail gloves. Actually, you know what? No, I'll keep Alistair in the heavy chainmail. That's much better. We need him surviving crap. Oh, we do have some split mail for her, though. Give her the Qunari thickened cap. And let's see here. Any upgrades there? Nope. Because Leliana needs to wear light armor. I'll go with those. And then for me, right now I'm wearing chainmail. Does a split mail upgrade at all? I don't think it does. I think this is the best I've got for now. think that's a two. Yep, that's two-handed. Nope, that's not going to work. Nope. For me, though, I've got a long sword that's made of iron, and I've got an enchanted dagger. Alright. If I'm able to make traps before we leave this area, then I will absolutely go back to her.
How stupid I am. I'm not stupid, am I?
If you need
So many
to
strangers
ask
are
a
about now.
question,
Blessed are the peacekeepers, champions of the just.
Money, 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 money. Let me see if we can get Reverend Mother to release Sten.
Good day, sister.
It is good to see you as well, Your Reverence.
Is there something I can do for you, then? It might have been kinder to execute him, but I leave his fate to the Maker. Why does he interest you? Then his next victims might count you and me as their murderers. And what do you say on this, Leliana? You know your friend better than I.
These are unusual times, Your Reverence. With us, the Kunari might do some good. I am sure of it, in fact.
Were things not so desperate? Very well, I trust you. Take these keys to his cage and make her watch over you.
Thank you, Your Reverence. Your trust is not misplaced.
I remember on my first playthrough with this, I tried to use Intimidate, and don't get me wrong, the Intimidate worked, but I felt so bad. It's like using Intimidate on a nun, like you're just being a dick to be a dick. And there's easier ways to get her to do what you want.
Just like you wanted.
You know, one thing I will say, I'm curious if you guys see it too. Like, my character, I feel like without trying to, I kind of made him look like me. If you've ever seen me with a goatee, it's very similar look. Like, well, let's see if we can get a better look here. Like, that looks a little like me, I think. Oh, so close to Alistair leveling, so close to me leveling. Not so much for the ladies, but I'm a stickler for getting all the quests done, so. Hopefully, once I complete the other two Chanter's Board quests, I can, I'll have enough to level up and hopefully put a point into trap making so we can make some traps for that very nice lady who was scared to death of us for some reason.
Maybe with that blasted chasing gone, my headache will go as well.
What do I need to do? Hold on here. Oh, that's right. I gotta turn that poison quest in, and let me see what else we got. Call the infected bears. You read on the Chanter's. Okay. Chanter is offering a small reward to anyone who is willing to venture out to the wilderness to find the remains of a missing woman Personal effects maybe bring some small measure of comfort to her orphan son. Oof, okay. Alright. So first, let's go turn the venom into the weird-ass farmer boy.
So I take it you did not enjoy your Templar training?
That's directed at me, I take it. So how is it that Terran Logain so...
Any luck with that poison? Or you here to see my stock? Splendid! If those beasties come on my land, I hope it teaches them a lesson. Yeah, it's enough gold to cover any of your expenses and then some, hey?
That was not gold.
Because I still don't have food to sell.
Alright, so I'm going to sell some stuff. So one thing I should point out too, if you're playing this game, keep the chasing flat blade for Sten. There's not a whole lot of reason to actually buy weapons and armor from merchants. Like, some of them have some decent stuff, but nothing that you can't get better from just normal running around doing stuff. Keep Morgan's robes for now. Oh, I gotta put that on Morgan. Ooh. What am I doing? Nothing there, nothing there, nothing there. All right. And before I forget, the Blackstone Irregulars should be over here. Yep.
As I live and breathe, you're the Grey Warden everyone's been talking about.
That's me.
I represent the Blackstone Irregulars. We're a mercenary company that fell on hard times after the war with Orlais. I'm sure you know that times are getting worse every day. With your help, the Irregulars could be of use to Ferelden once more.
Yeah, I'll help you guys out.
Our leaders thought you might be willing to help. Each of our posts in Ferelden will contain letters addressed to you. Unlike most who work with us, you're getting letters straight from Raelnor and Tauran, our leaders. I hope this tells you how highly the Irregulars regard the Grey Wardens. Thank you. When you've completed a mission, just return to me or any of our members stationed at an Irregulars post. We'll make sure your efforts are rewarded. Maker's blessings light your path.
There we go. And then there's our first one. Scraping the barrel and dereliction of duty.
Terran Logain is the new regent? Isn't that a good thing?
I heard that he may have had something to do with the king's death.
Alright, let's go free Sten.
Yes?
No. Not ready to talk to you. There we go.
You wish something more of me? I confess, I did not think the priestess would part with it. So be it. Set me free and I will follow you against the Blight. And so it is done. I will follow you into battle. In doing so, I shall find my atonement. May we proceed? I am eager to be elsewhere.
You're such a dick, Sten. Ah, level up. There we go. Oh, that's Alistair. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Okay, if I remember right, Alistair's big things, like he needs a little dexterity. Strength is good. Constitution's good. I think I want him at least 20 dexterity, maybe more. And of course, like I don't get to spend any skill points.
Kill them, and let's be on our way.
As you say.
And not a single wolf pelt from them. Found the body. And I think the bear is... Oh wait, it's not here. It's probably in the cage. In the cave.
Do they see it?
Oh, there we go. Never mind. Quest updated. Give me that death root. Landmark trees. So if you ever see these landmark trees, just so you know, they're if you've got your dog in the party. So when you essentially select those trees with the dog in your party, the dog is going to then pee on the tree and get a buff called Mabari Dominance. Because, you know, he's a Mabari. That's the buff they get. And so just keep an eye out. Pretty much, I think every major area you go to will have one of those trees
I've come up with one.
for you to have your dog piss on.
Are you talking to me?
And it's a good debuff to have.
Blessed are the peacekeepers, champions of the just. And the stars stood still, the winds did quiet, and all animals of earth and air held their breath. All was silent in prayer and thanks.
Cool story, bro. All right, we did level up. Myself now. What do I get here? Do I get a skill point to mess around with? Let's see. I'm not going to pick a specialization yet. I think since I'm going with like the dual wield, I think Berserker and Reaver are probably going to be the best options. But we'll see. Definitely want to put these points into strength, get that boosted up. And yeah, I'm going dual wield here. So let's see, these are gonna have to level up dexterity to keep those things going for now. I'm not gonna spend any points right away. Oh wait, I've got to. So I guess I'll just build out the warrior tree then in the meantime. Precise striking. Alright, cool.
I finished.
Are you here to make my head ache, or do you actually want to buy something? It isn't.
Yep, I knew we had some wine. That's going to be important for later. believe it or not, most alcoholic drinks will go to your dwarf friends. Wine, for whatever reason, will go to Win once you get her in the party. All right. Just want to do one more quick look around. I think that covers everything. Unfortunately, we aren't going to be able to help the girl with the traps. But... Oh.
Yes? What can I do for you? I knew this time would come. I should have listened to my sister. Sure, sign the paper, she said. You'll enjoy some coin now, but they'll be back. I guess I'll see you on the front lines.
Yes, you will. I knew there was like one more thing in here to do. I don't think there's anything else. I've got everything I can possibly get. So, and I'm probably going to end this a little bit earlier today. We finished this area. I think that covers everything for Lothering. I'll check and see if like the merchants sell traps. I don't think anybody does. I think she's right. The only way to get traps at this point is make them. But I'll see if any of them have traps. Let's see.
Are you
That
here
can
to make
skip
my
town.
head ache, or do you actually want to? It is.
I'll check the other guy too. He might have traps that can convince him. Ooh, Oathkeeper. Can I give that to... Actually, I think I might keep that for myself. Yeah, that'll work. All right. Oh, that's right. I need to put that belt on Morgan. Or Morrigan. Oh yeah, there's a reason why. I'm not wearing that. Okay. I think the bronze symbol of Andraste goes to Leliana, but I'll have to check. I'm not quite sure, so I don't want to use it just yet. Oh, what's this?
What happened to the king is so terrible. Is anywhere safe now? I'm wondering, Morgan, do you believe in the Maker?
Certainly not. I've no primitive fear.
I've got a cousin in the...
Can I buy anything from him?
You're gonna make more trouble? We've about all we can stand in Lothering now. They had it coming, and they were trouble enough themselves. So long as you don't start more, I won't get excited.
Fair deal.
Right then, name's Denal. Sorry I can't chat much. As you see, we've a full house.
Luck speed your way.
He doesn't sell anything.
Because I still don't have food to sell.
Lower plans, so he's got the plans for traps, but nothing to no actual traps. And let's see. No trap making. Any of you? Guess not. That's one quest we're not going to be able to do. Actually, it's better off. Like, I don't want to waste a skill point just to do a single quest. Like, I don't use trap making in this. I don't know why I'm, like, trying to get it, but, like, I don't ever use trap making in any of this stuff, so... I don't use a lot of the other stuff. Like, the only thing I've ever, I think, used in these playthroughs significantly has been the potion making. I don't make any poisons or anything like that. I've never felt the need to. The nice thing about this game is there's no achievement or trophy for, you know, the difficulty of the game. So if you're the kind of person that hates those and doesn't like ramping things up, you just want to, like, role play and have a good time and enjoy the story, that's good news for you. You know, you can set this on the easiest mode possible and then just enjoy the story, not worry so much about the combat or getting your butt kicked every time you run through this.
Darkspawn. They just crop up everywhere,
I never liked this part. Make a preserver. Come and get it.
Let's have at it!
Mighty timely arrival there, my friend. I'm much obliged. The name's Bodon Fedek, merchant and entrepreneur. This here is my son, Sandal. Say hello, my boy.
Hello.
Roads have been mighty dangerous these days. Mind if I ask what brings you out here? Perhaps we're going the same way. Fair enough. Allow me to say thank you again and bid you farewell. Say goodbye, my boy.
Goodbye.
Now then, let's get this mess cleaned up, shall we?
Now, I will say, Bodin does sell some of the better items in the game. Stuff that'll let you boost up your character and things of the like. So, he's worth it, but, you know, he follows you at camp. It's not like you're going to ever lose him. He's always going to have that information there for, or have that stuff there for you. Yep, there's the dreams.
Bad dreams, huh? Well, it is real, sort of. You see, part of being a Grey Warden is being able to hear the Darkspawn. That's what your dream was, hearing them. The Archdemon, it talks to the Horde, and we feel it just as they do. That's why we know this is really a blight.
Let's see.
I don't know if it's really a dragon, but it sure looks like one. But yes, that's the Archdemon. It takes a bit, but eventually you can block the dreams out. Some of the older Grey Wardens say they can understand the Archdemon a bit, but I sure can't. Anyhow, when I heard you thrashing around, I thought I should tell you. It was scary at first for me too. Other than dying young and the whole defeat the Blight alone thing, no. I'm all tapped out for surprises. Anyhow, you're up now, right? Let's pull up camp and get a move on.
Alright, so I did look it up while he was chit-chatting away, and the bronze symbol of Andraste is for Leliana, so we'll give that to her.
That's a wonderful thought.
The small carved statuette, like most statues, go to Alistair. So Give him
I could
that.
get used to this, you know.
Yeah. Let's see here. Let's get Sten equipped with the Chastened Flat Blade. Very good. Not any better. Okay, that can be sold. I think everything else is good for now. Cool. All right. So let's talk to Levy and get the quest started for.
You're a hard
Warden's
man to
Keep.
find. Where are my manners? The name is Levy. Levy Dryden. Did Duncan ever mention me? Levy of the coins? Levy the trader? But Tairn Kuzlin's son should be well aware that in politics things are seldom as they seem. Say what you will of my family, we are ardent Warden supporters and have been since the beginning. But here I am carrying on while you have a blight to stop. Don't want to waste your time. But you see, Duncan promised that together we'd look into something important for the Wardens. And for me. But poor Duncan's... well, no more. A tragedy it is, at that. But I know he would want his work carried on, his pledge fulfilled. Well, as you know, my family's name is mud around noble circles.
Yep.
My great-great-grandmother, Sophia Dryden, was the last Warden commander of Ferelden back when the Wardens were known as freeloaders. So King Arland banished the Wardens, and he took House Dryden's land and titles. Duncan wanted to reclaim the old Grey Warden base, Soldier's Peak, and perhaps we'll uncover evidence to restore my family's honour along the way. Nobody's been to Soldier's Peak since the Grey Wardens were banished, but I found a way. They say it's haunted, and it's certainly dangerous. Will you help me? 1,000 blessings upon you, Warden. I'll mark down the location on your map. When you arrive, we'll pick our way through the tunnels together.
Cool. All right. Got him. Let's go talk to Bowden.
Ah, it's good to see you, my timely
Bowden.
rescuer. Bowden Fennec at your service once again. Now, before you say anything, I do recall that your business is private. But I saw your camp and couldn't help but stop. Is there anywhere safer to sleep? I think not. I'm perfectly willing to offer you a fine discount for the inconvenience of our presence. How does that sound? Good? Yes? Wonderful. Thank the gentleman, won't you, boy?
Thank you, sir.
We won't be a bother to you and your companions, I assure you. If you should need enchantments, simply talk to my boy. Otherwise, come speak with me. You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. It's good to have you along on the road. I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
All right. We can sell that. Keep Morgan's robes for now. Ah, that's right. He's got the rest of the Blood Dragon gear. Definitely going to want that. Not now. We don't have that much gold on hand, and yeah. Oh, and he's got the Bard set too, I think, or at least some of it. Okay, Tome of Arcane Technique, gonna need those later on. There we go. These gifts are all worth it, by the way. Now, these are not gifts, just so you know. So, this is part of a DLC. all of this stuff here are gag gifts. They will actually give you the opposite of what the gifts give you, and completely mess up your progress on getting your people to like you. So if you for whatever reason want to go the opposite direction, there might, I don't know if it's this one or if it's number 2 that's got a trophy for getting them at max hatred of you, but you can do it. Let's start giving gifts right now. Now the nice thing about, I think the package is like feast day gifts or something like that. The nice thing about it, let's see, golden rope necklace from Morgan.
You have my
is that it'll tell you who the gifts can be given to, right? So like as you see, everything else is grayed out, so only Alistair's doll can go to Morgan. Only the fat loot can go to Leliana.
Oh, how dear of you.
Canary prayers for the dead goes to
Unexpected.
Sten. And yeah, it's a little cheaty, I know, but whatever. And the stick goes to your dog, although the dog by default is always going to love you. So there's not much else to give him that's going to be a benefit. And then...
Is that for me? Really?
But plus 50...
Wow!
That's a gag gift. I'm not giving him that.
You and your friends are formidable folk, and...
So there's a couple things here too. You'll pick up certain stuff that you guys don't need to keep. Silver chalices can be sold. Blank vellums can be sold. Green stones, quartz. Let me think. I know there's some more here. Oh, the fluorospar. I think that's how you pronounce it. That can be sold. Emeralds can be sold. I know like diamonds and rubies can be sold too. Everything else you want to keep, especially the garnets, because I'm almost positive there's a whole quest that you need to get garnets from. So it's very much worth it to you to hold on to those. Great. And last thing, let's see if there's anybody that needs any leveling up. Dog needs to be leveled up. He's pretty easy. It's just constitution and strength all the way through. Now that I've got it where I want it, I'm going to be doing like 2 to 1. So 2 to strength, and then 1 to every constitution. And it does matter because at the end game, you've got pretty much everybody. So as you go through this game, you do want to level them all up, and you do want to give them good armor and weapons. Because at the very end, spoiler alert, you're going to be fighting with all of them, and they'll be fighting in the final battle. There'll be points where everyone is going to be part of your crew, so you definitely want them geared up and ready to go. Sweet. All right. I'm going to go ahead and save the game here. I will pick this up at the normal time on next Thursday. What we're going to be going through is I'm going to go through builds because we've got enough party members here that we can start really getting into their builds, equipment, things like that, and kind of what you want to focus on for all of them. I'll go through everyone, and then we'll continue the game. I think the first place we'll probably go won't be the Brazilian outskirts. I think we're going to do the Circle Tower first. That's usually how I like to do it because then we get win in the party. Then we'll go from the Circle Tower, then we'll go over to Denerim, get some stuff done there, and then after Denerim, we'll go to Redcliffe and deal with Arl Lehman and start those quests. Then we'll do the elves at the Brazilian outskirts, and then we'll save the Frostback Mountains and the dwarves for last. But thanks everyone for joining me. As always, I appreciate you guys following along, hanging out with me. Thank you to Leoquar for giving me a heads up about the weird echo. We got that fixed, so I won't have that on future streams. If you guys are liking what you're seeing here, please feel free to like and subscribe. Give me a follow. Right now you can find me on Twitch and YouTube. I am going to be setting up streaming through TikTok too eventually, but there's a couple things I need to get set up in order to get that done. So until next time, I'll see you guys all on Tuesday of next week, where we pick up our Skyrim playthrough, and then for Dragon Age will be Thursday of next week, 8 to 10. See you then.